Hello? Hello? What the heck just happened, y'all? Oh man. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. I could still see chat going. I checked my internet connection and I was fine. But I looked down at OBS and it was in the red, disconnected, everything gone. Like, it came back after a few seconds. I don't know what the heck that was. Just OBS had a blip. But I guess I'm good now. Hello. Yeah, some kind of packet loss. The gnome. It was the gnome! Everything's good. Everything's good. I mean, it does look like there is a storm rolling in, but it's far too early for me to be losing internet. I don't even hear thunder yet. So, I'm gonna put that on just some kind of glitch with OBS. Okay, so, I'm gonna get back to questions. That was weird. Back to questions. Apex Law. Hey friends, new player, first event. After finishing all 3 variants for each of the champions, do you just farm free play for the chests that drop from them? Is there an optimal way to go about it? Well, welcome to Idle Champions, Apex Law. I hope that you enjoy your time with us. Your first event, that's very exciting. The first event is always really exciting because, yeah, you have a lot to figure out, and you have a limited time to do it. You've got 10 days, 3 hours, and 3 minutes left in the current event, right? Most important thing, unlock the 3 champions. Unlock Melf, unlock Orkira, unlock Gazak. That's the most important thing. Make sure you do that. Everything else is a bonus. So, if you've actually managed to finish all 3 variants for each of the champions for your first event, that's fantastic. Congratulations. That's hard to do. Not everybody manages to get all 3 variants for all 3 champions done for their very first event. That's impressive. If you're still working on that, good luck. Forgive yourself if you are not actually able to get all of those done. Because, as I said, it's really difficult to get it done on your very first event. Even on my Epic account here, this one right here, I've been playing for years, and the first event that I did for this account, I wasn't able to finish all the variants. I did the second one, but not the first one. So, after finishing all 3 variants for each of the champions, do you just farm free plays for the chests that drop from them? Yep, pretty much. You have to clear stage 50 on the free plays, and then reset, and you get a chest for that champion. And you just do that over and 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 over again until the end of the event. If you want to push for favor, there's no point. Pushing for favor in an event after you've already cleared all the variants has a purpose, but it's for people who are more like mid to late game. If it's your very first event, don't even worry about that. Like, just... if you've already done the variants, just do the free plays to 50, beat stage 50, reset, beat stage 50, reset, beat stage 50, reset, beat stage 50, reset. Get those chests, get those runs done. That's all that matters. Doing it optimally, speed champions. Use champions that increase the speed that the game progresses, just so that you can clear those things faster. That's all. That's really all there is to it, honestly. The favor conversion matters, Arleon, but it's just that it matters so much more for a late game player than it does for an early player, because when you're still early in, like my Torm's favor right now, for example, on my Epic account is 5.24 E19. when I finish this event, I'm going to have, like, probably between E10 and E12 favor, if previous events are anything to go by. Let's see. Oh, I had E16, Lyra's favor, E11 Umberly, E15 Soon's favor, E10 Eldats, E7 Ogma, E10 Shar. Alright, so I'll be anywhere between E10 and E16 favor by the end of this event for my Epic account, which will then be a 100% to 160% increase to the permanent campaign of my choice. So if I put that on Torm's favor, let's just say I got E10 and I got a 100% increase. Okay, great. Well, my total favor is like 6.43 E19, so I'll get another 6.43 E19. Yay, good for me. But I could have just as easily gotten that and more by doing another deep push in a Grand Tour of the Sword Coast adventure, because I still have very low favor right now. If I'm capable of getting up to E25, E25, E27, very nearly E28 Helm's favor, then I'm certainly capable of getting more than E19 Torm's favor. So what I'm trying to say is, the time that I could spend pushing for favor in the event for the purpose of then converting to a permanent campaign, I would be better off just putting that same time toward actually pushing the permanent campaign that I want to do the conversion into. I should still get some favor, yes, but I shouldn't let that take all of my time. My time would be better spent pushing my favor in my permanent campaigns. I need to make sure that I have enough favor that I can clear all of the variants in the event. And then after that, I don't care. I'll go back to pushing a permanent campaign. Probably Grand Tour of the Sword Coast, so that I can get Towering Expectations done and unlock the Strahd Patron. And then after that, I'll be playing Baldur's Gate Into Avernus. The Zork question: how to unlock nerds? When I click on them in the shop, only a black screen opens. I play on PC on Steam. Well, that's weird. That shouldn't be working like that. Yeah, if you have the new shop experience, Shop 3, and you don't own nerds yet, they should show up. Here they are. And then if you have the gems for it, you should be able to click on purchase and get them. Oh, poor little guys. I kind of feel bad for them. So if that's not working for you, have you already tried restarting the game? Make sure to do that. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually spreading to Epic yet. I mean, I guess? I know that they wanted to put it on both of my accounts so that I could show it on both of my accounts. Speaking of which, actually, now that I do have it on Epic, I should show it off to people. So I have purchased nothing on my Epic account, so I should have everything that is in the shop to show you over here. So that's really exciting. Chests. Alright, gem items. Nerds, 100,000 gems. 100,000 gems for nerds. For an entire champion? That's a steal. There are familiars that cost more than that. So 100,000 for nerds sounds fine to me. I was expecting more. I was expecting that this would be our first, like, 1 million cost gem item. So the fact that that's 10% of what I was expecting is great. Say, look at all these. Feywild Eliwick, Red Panda Briv, Pirate Ariza, Gladiator Torgar, Gladiator Archon, Lich Dadius, Isomdale Tyro. I'm not going to read every single one of them, but... There's the water, click damage skin. That's here too. Cool. Packs. Still don't like that they all rotate. Because because it can be a little overwhelming. But the colors are nice. It's a lot to take in all at once, though. This is something that I was really excited about. Check this out. Filters. Alright, so I'm shopping for a champion. I need more speed champions. But we still don't have the speed roll in here. Ah, man, come on, guys. Put the speed roll in there. Ah. Okay, fine. I'm shopping for champions. I need a new tank. Why not? There. Now I'm showing only tanking champions. Cool. And I need... let's see. What is the slot? I don't have a tank yet. Slot 8. There we go. Walnut. So I have exactly what I'm shopping for. Isn't that cool? I love that we have these filters. And it even tells you, like, when their next event is. So that if you're just about to purchase the champion, and then you realize, like, oh, wait a second, their next event is, like, 3 days from now. Wow! Well, I should wait and just play the event instead. Yeah, isn't that cool? I love that. They didn't have to put that in. Like, that's just helpful. That's just helpful for you, the player, to know when you could get them for free, potentially. Although... No, Walnut is slot 8. Yeah, it does. It's not saying when a champion is time gate only, which would be another useful thing to have in here, I think. You can sort male champions, female champions, non-binary champions. Ooh, sort by next event. That's cool. Let's sort by popularity. So I guess Brig is most popular right now, followed by Dahani. That makes sense. With Gosrick being available now, probably like another rival of Waterdeep being a popular item at the moment. Corazon, Prudence, Eliwick, Sargnox, Solis, he has another rival. Mehen. Yeah. I like it. I still think that there's some things that can be improved on. I like that you can check all of the individual items in a pack now. That's nice. I love the column that the familiars are sitting on, or floating over in this case. We still have sliders for silver and gold chest purchases. Actually, it has the nice chest, skin, familiar. Not champion, though. They didn't bother to put in a champion filter. I guess because there's only the one. Oh, nice. You can sort by gem price. That's cool. I like that. Because I always have very few gems on this account. I can't afford any of these. Ah! Yeah. That's the new shop. Yeah, the water click skin is in there, too. It's pretty cool. I like it overall. I think there's definitely some room for improvement on the new shop. A common complaint that I'm seeing, and I agree with, it's actually something that I mentioned to the team myself, is that, like, the overall, like, design, like, the kind of the tone of the UI here feels very different from the rest of the game. Like all these other windows and such that we have to deal with. It looks very, like, tonally different. But that's because I'm playing on the classic UI. If you switch to the console UI, and then you compare the console UI to this, it's much more in line. Yeah. So I feel like this was designed for the console UI in mind, and not necessarily the classic UI. So I'm okay with it. I'm willing to live with it. I do like the colors. Especially because I can see them. Yeah, like the blue here versus the purple here. That's really easy to tell with my glasses. That's harder to tell without my glasses. But like once I was able to see the difference, then I was good. Alright, back to questions. So we got a lot to go through. And a short time to get there. Foolish Genius. With specialization doubling and Narak boosting, how high can armor ablation get? And yes, that was a Gavilan reference in the code. So I'm glad you enjoyed that, Foolish. How high can armor ablation get? Switch back to Steam. My team died at 1194, so I lost all my Bailoff, Generson sacks. Oh, boo! Heartbreaking. Oh well. Anyway, Gosrick. Let's get him leveled up all the way. The sheer amount of things on screen is slowing me down. There we go. And let's get Narak out here. And let's make sure that Narak is close to Gosrick, because Narak's Gets Sarai Focus can boost Gosrick. And let's make sure that we've got his... Does he have any feats for this? No. No, just Frosty Friendship. So it looks like the most that you can get out of Armor Ablation is... Gosrick's cold attacks lowers an enemy's armor threshold by 71.95% for 287.8 seconds. Whoa. Only applies to armored enemies, stacks up to 30 times, but each stack tracks its own duration. Whoa. 287.8 seconds. And lowers the enemy armor threshold by 71.95% per stack up to 30 stacks. Hey, that's a lot. I was not expecting that much. What? Hold on. You sure about that, guys? Hey, guys, are you sure about that? Really? 71.95% lowered armor threshold for, like, nearly 5 minutes! 287.8 seconds is almost 5 minutes! Per stack! Up to 30 stacks! Oh my god! Okay, hey, hey y'all, we might need to revisit our thinking about Gosrick. Real quick. What? How did... What? It's not sticky. It doesn't stay there after he swaps. We figured that out yesterday. I do have the 100% longer spec choice. Yes, I do. Yeah, if y'all want to use Gosrick, you gotta get yourselves an Narak, who conveniently is from the same event, but he's time gate only. So maybe that was intended, because they're the same event. Maybe like that was an intentional design choice, like kind of a hint, like, hey, use these together. Wow. So, okay, so basically 72% for 5 minutes per stack. Good lord. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That immediately improved his standing in my mind. I feel like that makes Gosrick a contender. I mean, that's a lot. Does it really work? So whenever Gosrick attacks something, like with his frostbite attack, it looks like he kind of throws a ray of frost or a snowball at them or something. Every time he attacks, you see a marker appear, and it looks kind of like, hold on, I'll draw a thing. This is terrible. I'm a terrible artist. Hold on. Let me try that again. How do you draw a snowflake? I don't know how to draw a... I'm just gonna write snowflake on this. Anyway, every time Gosrick attacks something, you see this, like, circle icon. It's pretty small, but there's a circle icon that appears on the enemy, and there's a snowflake pattern, like, really small inside of that circle, okay? And then, as he continues to attack it, you'll see there's, like, an outer ring that will just, like, continue to fill up more. And these represent how many stacks of the armor ablation Gosrick has actually applied to the enemy. Alright? And that just, like, fills up going around in a circle. That one's blue. That's blue in color. So that's what it looks like. That's how you know that it's actually working. That's the visual effect. But I don't know if I could actually, like, make use of this here. Like, what enemies can I fight here? That's a lot. Let me switch this back to the people I was using. Okay, let me think. I switch back here, end this adventure, maybe I can start another... I need to go somewhere with an armored boss. An armored boss that's really tough to take down. Maybe at the end of Baldur's Gate into Avernus. It's an armor boss at the end of this one, right? Oh, Tomb of the Nine Gods? Oh yeah, for the Stone Juggernaut and a Sararak. Yeah, I could do that. That's cool. Okay, sure. And we're gonna go fast. Very fast. I want Gosrick. I want Narak. Aim around armor. Inside advantage. Okay. Give me Deacon. So you can go fast. Lost 1 speed. Actually, give me Human for now, so we can go fast. Yeah. Okay, good. Alright, give me Sentry. So we can go fast. Give me Melf. So we can go fast. Give me Shandy. So we can go fast. Give me Dritz, I guess. So we can get more gold find. So that I can click things. So that we can go farther while going faster. Oh, give me Whittle so we can go fast. Yeah, we're trying to, like, get up to high levels of Tomb of the Nine Gods so that we can really put Gosric's Armor Ablation with Narak boosting it through its paces. I'm coming for you later, Stone Juggernaut. I need your much more powerful version, please. I don't want to steal Briv away, because I'm still using him. There's no Fiends. Alright, so I guess this is as good as it gets as far as speed goes, so let's just get more gold then. Nope, not Omen. I don't want to take him away from the other party. I'll just grab Tyrell. Put him in wild shape. Get some health share going. Alright. And so while this is racing along, I'm going to put attention back onto Epic. It's a little less overwhelming to watch. See if we can't push any further here. Get that Gromma wall up so we can stop things from spawning. There we go. Bye-bye, Elder Brain! Cool, that's 200. Alright, back to questions. And we're going to check back on Gosric and Narak pushing through Tomb of Annihilation later. Bruce Flash, what are your goals on your Steam account? I noticed you haven't done much of the in-game content of the Strahdon's Aerial patron variants. My goals on my Steam account largely exists for the purpose of showing off stuff on the stream at this point. The one that I'm enjoying playing the most is actually my Epic account at the moment. But that being said, I do like to play the high-end challenges when the mood strikes me on my Steam account. But I'm kind of like waiting for things to go through, like because we keep hearing about like, oh, they're working on trial stuff. The trials and forging stuff is gonna be changing at some point. Okay, so I'm not doing like high-end Trials of Mount Tiamat stuff. I've already played up all the way up through difficulty tier 10 for Trials, and now I have like no interest in playing Trials of Mount Tiamat high difficulty until the whatever changes happen. And then I'll be very interested in doing that again. It's funny you ask about the patron thing specifically, because that's actually a conversation I was having with somebody just yesterday. It's like, man, I've really got so much left to do for patrons. Once upon a time, I was at 100% completion for Mert and Vajra, and like 95% done on Strahd. And now it's fallen down to like 50% for each of them, and Zariel's only like 18%, so ugh. One of these days, I've got to actually just sit down and grind out a ton of patron variants that I've been ignoring for a long time. I don't feel a huge pressing need to do that, because I know that you don't have to do all of the patron stuff in order to get everything from their perks and shops. You just have to do like the highest end things. So I suppose I'm interested in doing the highest end challenges. Which is why I actually did Strahd Bully for You last week, right? And then ended it this week. We started it last Friday, and then I ended it Tuesday. Because that was a fun challenge. That was hard. I wasn't able to just steamroll my way through that. So, I like the ones that are challenges, and yeah, I'm probably going to be doing more of those. Is it crashing in or just me? I don't know. I'm all good over here. I've had no more blips on my end. That last time, I definitely saw it myself. The green light turned red over here to indicate that my OBS had disconnected. But right now, it seems like everything's good. I have 0 dropped frames. That's always a good sign. But yeah, for the most part, my Steam account is mainly for showcasing the new content. Now that my Steam account is like powerful enough that I can unlock somebody and then immediately gear them up, immediately level them up to maximum over on Grand Tour of the Sword Coast to get all their feats, everything like that. It's really useful for showcasing new things, highlighting new content. I always make sure to play through the whatever base adventures and variants are added, like the no patron versions. That way I'll be able to play on stream whatever new adventures and variants get added. Like I'm always caught up that way. But I am interested in playing the patron high-level challenges. Neon Treon, question, how much favor do you need to finish Rhea's Reborn? It's not so much favor, right? As far as favor goes, you want it all. Like, you want as much favor as it takes for you to reach level cap. However much favor that is for you to reach level cap, get that much. And then anything beyond that is superfluous. You don't need it. What matters is how much damage is your team able to put out. What kind of strike damage can you actually get on something? How high can you spike your bud? Those are the numbers that really matter for getting through it. Yeah, get all the blessings if you can. There's good blessings in Avernus, and playing Rhea Reborn, you really need it. So enough favor to soft cap, that's the first important thing. And then enough favor to get at least most of the blessings. So, like, high E20s, maybe low E30s. Maybe somewhere in the E27 to E33 range. If you can get somewhere in there, aim for that. But more important is your damage that you put out. Girthzilla, is there a way to, like, pause the game and mess with my formations? Nope. Now, a lot of people have asked for that. And for understandable reasons. Sometimes it feels like the game is going too fast, and it could be like, oh, it's a lot to handle. When that happens to me, what I like to do is go back to stage 1. So if you hold down the shift key on your keyboard, and then click the little blue arrow that goes to the left, it'll jump all the way to stage 1, and then you can click that, and just jump right back to stage 1. And then from here, I hit stage 1. You can breathe on an enemy and it falls over dead. So, much easier to deal with on stage 1. Now you can freely move things around, make any adjustments that you need to make. And then move on with your day. You can press G on your keyboard to jump back up to where you were. Catherine the Pretty Great. Hello, Mars and friends. Welcome back, Catherine. Good to see you again. My Prudence, I got lucky on gear, seems to dramatically outperform all my other DPS options. Is she just better than other starters, or am I missing something? Event champions tend to outperform evergreen champions. So it's no surprise if your Prudence DPS in slot 5 is outperforming other non-event DPS champions, such as Darlaxle in slot 4, or Minsk in slot 7, or Jamila in slot 11, etc. She is not one of the popular meta choices for DPS. But she's not bad, either. She's pretty good. But yeah, that's normal, that an event champion will be outperforming other champions. So enjoy it. Prudence is cool. Her ability to just occasionally get her attack immediately back and attack again is really awesome. Especially when you're dealing with, like, armored and segmented health bosses. Oh boy, I wonder if there might be some kind of grouping that you could do with Prudence immediately, like, resetting her attack cooldown, and getting, like, Whittle out there with Gosrick and Narak, and now you've got just, like, an armor shredding machine. There might be some meat on that bone. Might be worth trying. Trick 413. Question regarding the silver chest we get every 100 levels. Am I correct in understanding that in a time gate, they just appear in your inventory while you're still in the free play, but in events they don't show up until you complete your run? There's a little bit of a misconception here. A lot of players seem to assume that when you are playing a time gate and you get silver chest for every 100 stages cleared, that also applies to events. It does not. Different thing, different rules. When you clear the 100 stages, 200 stages, 300 stages in the time gate, yes, those silver chests go directly into your inventory. They go there. You'll see them there. Whereas in an event, free play, you have to clear stage 50, and then you have to end the run. You have to actually reset the adventure, complete the adventure, and then you get the chest for that. It doesn't go immediately into your inventory after you get past stage 50, while you're still in the adventure, like it does for a time gate. Would it be nice if they worked the same way, if it was consistent? Yes! That would be nice. But it does not. So, they are different. Reds fan, question. Mars, does Talon look like Daniel Radcliffe from the movie Horn? Yeah, it kind of does. End of question, I guess. Yeah, he kind of does. A little bit. I can see that. I haven't actually seen the movie myself, but I've seen, like, commercials for it, trailers for it. Tagama, can you recommend any podcasts? So many. It depends on what you're into. I'm mainly into audio fiction. Like, some people watch their TV shows or their Netflix series. For me, I listen to podcasts to get my audio fiction fix. If you like spooky, scary stuff, the one that I was listening to a lot last night is called the Magnus Archives. It's been going for several years now. There's like 200 plus episodes. It's really enjoyable. I'm on like episode 95, I think. If you like spooky, scary with a little bit of comedy, Welcome to Night Vale was my first podcast that I ever listened to. Yes, that was the first one I ever listened to. And immediately listened to like 8 episodes in a row. That was my introduction to podcasts, was Welcome to Night Vale, which is still ongoing. They've been going for several years as well. I've even been to a Welcome to Night Vale live show. Really enjoyed that. I really like My Brother and Me, and the other productions of the McElroy family. Like, I really like Sawbones. I really like Wonderful. I really enjoy The Adventure Zone. They're doing... Adventure Zone is a D&D live play podcast. They've done other systems before as well, but they are back to playing 5th edition D&D for the current storyline. Is called Aethersea, and it takes place underwater, which is pretty neat. For like some kind of a daily meditative thing, Dylan actually got me into this one. It's called The Daily Stoic. It's about Stoic philosophy, Stoicism. So if that's appealing to you, it's like 5 to 10 minutes, but it's a daily show. So it's a nice little way to start the day. But yeah, I'm really mostly into audio fiction and comedy stuff. I think that's about it as far as the stuff that I'm like actively listening to right now. Let me check my subscription feeds real quick. See if there's anything else there. Oh my gosh, of course there is. Of course there is. Yeah, I'll give a shout out to a few friends of mine who make podcasts. If you like fairy tales and folklore, but not taken seriously whatsoever, and in fact poking holes in them, showing like what is so horribly wrong with these stories and laughing about it a great amount, I'm going to suggest What the Folklore. Some very good friends of mine make a show called What the Folklore, and they've been doing it for years. There's hundreds of episodes now. And they go, like, fairy tales and folklore from all over the world. And it's a comedy show. Like, they'll tell the story, but constantly making fun of it. And then there's... if you like Dragon Ball Z, there's an anime rewatch podcast that some other friends of mine do called Destructo Discourse. Because it's a joke on Destructo Disc. Discourse. Destructo Discourse. Haha. I guested on that one a few times, in fact. Any of the episodes where they were going to be talking about Gohan a lot, I showed up on those episodes. I really like Gohan, he's cool. And since they finished all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, they did the whole thing. They then went over and they started doing a One Piece podcast instead. I have not ever cared about One Piece, but I care about my friends, so I started listening to that podcast, and it is a hoot. It is a laughing riot. I've really enjoyed it. It's called Piecemeal, as in Piecemeal, Piecemeal. And it's also very, very, very funny. For some of them, they are very familiar with One Piece, and for other members of the cast, they have never approached One Piece whatsoever, so it's their first time going through it. But yeah, that one's really fun. Okay, one more, and then I'll put this away, is Wolf 359. It's a science fiction, kind of comedy, kind of thriller, kind of mystery show. It's about a team occupying a space station that is in orbit around a star that is named Wolf 359. And it's just all about, like, their lives on this space station. Just a very small crew, all the things that happen to them. It takes some turns. It gets very interesting. And that one is complete. That series finished a few years ago. So there's no new episodes coming out. It's just a finished storyline. Which is a rare thing in the world of audio fiction podcast. Many productions just get dropped, just get canceled. But that one actually went for several years and finished. And they reached a good ending, I felt like. So, if you want a full story, there's that one. Oh yeah, right, it's a sector in space now. It's been a few years since I listened to it. Thank you, Yoda. Thank you. But it is really, really good. I'm glad there's at least one other person here that's familiar with it. Thank you, Yoda. Okay, thank you for asking about that. I love podcasts. It's one of my biggest hobbies. Moving on. Flamebeard. Question, what's the best way to get the fast score to level 3 fast? I mean, go to Mad Wizard, set up a speed team. Make sure that you save it on one of your quick save quick load slots for formation saves. And like be willing to use speed potions. That's it. You go as far as you can on Mad Wizard with your speed team, speed potions, whatever you gotta do, and then reset, go again, 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 reset, go again. And eventually, one day, you'll finally have automation unlocked on your speed core, and then you can just set it up, do that yourself. Smugglebeera, what favor amount do you aim for to reach soft cap? Eyeballing it. High E20s. Like, E27. E20... E25 plus. Yeah. Pretty sure I was able to get to level cap off of E25 in Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So yeah, mid to high E20s. Dr. Zedge, with all the shop reworks, are there any pack retirements incoming? None that I know of. Lediath, hey Mars, there's been a lot of feedback and discussion around the new shop. Thoughts from the team, priorities for changes? There are lots of discussion happening internally. I'm glad you enjoyed the song. There's lots of discussion happening internally, of course. But none that I can share with you all. Sorry. I can at least tell you that all of the feedback is, like, being taken in. The team is aware of all the feedback in all the different spaces that it's being talked about, and considerations are being made. They're not just ignoring what people are saying. Now, what they might choose to do is still up to them, but all the comments and suggestions are not being ignored, at least. That's really all I can tell you. Gootson, where is Blushi unlocked? So you have to play through the Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign storyline. And it's the camp over here. I don't actually have it open yet. It's the camp over here. There's a variant on that fourth camp on the Prismere map, and it's called Bully for You. You have to complete the Bully for You variant to actually unlock Blushi. Smugglebeera, what do you think? Spend gems to gear up for Mert, or to pay for Vajra? Pay for Vajra, yeah. If the option is between, like, getting some more gear, or you have enough to immediately get another patron going, get that patron going. Because the sooner you have patrons unlocked, the sooner you can start getting patron chests, you can get time gate pieces, you can get other cool things from the patron shops, also just getting patron perks for them, which will also help with everything else. Footerdy, is there an article about the shop changes? See no differences on Steam or Switch, although that does lead me to a question as a whole. So the shop the shop changes, we've been calling it Shop 3 because it's the third iteration of the shop in Idle Champions. So Shop 3 isn't out for everybody on all platforms yet. It's out to like half the people on Steam, and I don't know how many people on Epic. I'm gonna guess half the people on Epic, because it's in kind of a testing phase right now. It will eventually be out for everybody, and probably sooner rather than later. I wasn't expecting it to be out on Epic today, because it only went out to Steam yesterday, so that's quick. Really quick. I was not expecting that. Anyway. Or rather, it went out to Steam, I think, 2 days ago? Or no, I think it went out to Steam yesterday, but I got it on Steam early 2 days ago. Whatever. Anyway. It's not out for everybody yet, so just be patient for now. And now, is there an article about the shop changes? I don't believe so. I don't know if there's going to be either. Furudi, is there or will there be a way to combine multiple accounts at all? No. That one I can give you a firm answer on. No. Having 2 games with different champions at different places, etc. is not 100% fun in my opinion. That's funny because I actually strongly disagree. Respectfully, we are different people, so of course we're going to prioritize different things, and what we interpret as fun is going to be different because we're just different human beings. I like having different accounts that have completely different stages of play. Like, my Epic account here, I only have like half the champions. I still have a lot of work to do. I'm enjoying that very much. My Steam account, I have like everything. There's few challenges left for me, it feels like, and that's not great. If I only just had the one Idle Champions account and that's all I ever got, that'd be kind of a bummer to me. I like being able to start fresh accounts. This is my 10th account. That being said, I would love if there was some option for cross-platforms, because, like, I like playing on my Switch Lite. I have a Switch Lite, I really enjoy it. I would love if I could load my Steam account, or my Epic account, either one, onto my Switch Lite and just cozy up in bed and play it over there. But no, if I play Idle Champions on my Switch, it's a totally different, separate account again. So I guess I'm on the fence. Like, there's pros and cons to both. But at the end of the day, my opinion doesn't matter anyway, because the firm answer is no. There is no merging of accounts. There is no moving, like, your account from one place to another. There's edge cases, like, sometimes that's a thing, but, like, that's only for, like, very special, extreme cases. And I don't know, like, what example I could even give for that. All I know is that, like, it's a thing that has happened, but it's rare that ever happens. When WebGL was retired, we offered, like, the option to move everybody's WebGL accounts somewhere else. So there was, like, a mass migration there. But otherwise, no, not really. Honda Hero, I'm coming up on my 1-year IC anniversary. Nice! That's great. For events for returning champions, if I've now done all 3 of their variants last year, the only way to get more gold chests for them are from doing their free plays and getting an epic once every 10 gold chest at worst. Yep, that's correct. Yeah, if you've already done all the variants for them, then you'll just have to do the free plays for them. That's how it is for everybody who's been here for more than a year. And then they went on to say, wow, 1 year of Mars, thank you. Thanks for that. Strictly speaking, I've been doing this show for 2 years and some change. I think episode 1 of Mars Guiding Hand was January 20th? 2020? I think that was episode 1. I could be wrong. Pretty sure it was January, though. And I have been doing this for over 2 years. That's your birthday? Oh, wow! Cool. Happy birthday! I have a Twitch stream. I got a 5th slot. Oh, man! Oh, Shaka! My dude! Wow. Shaka is just really coming through for me here. He's giving me all the things I want. Thank you, Shaka. I asked for a 5th Celestial Puzzle slot, and he went, okay, how about male non-binary, right where Hitch is already standing? Thank you, Shaka. Alright. Sasuke Boy, are nerds worth buying right now, or should I just use gems on feats so I can use other champions and variants? Nerds are not a priority pickup, in my opinion. I would wait on that one. Yeah. Plus, as soon as you have them, they are an evergreen champion. So they're going to dilute the pool of gear that you get from regular silver and gold, and even Electrum chests, for that matter. So I'd wait on that. Jesus, but on PC. I recently started. I have almost 2k gems. Should I save up, or buy familiars now? What exactly should I spend my gems on? Well, lucky for you. We actually have a visual aid for this. I made a visual aid a couple years ago with Garwar's assistance. It's called the Gems Visual Aid. If you do !GVA or ICVA in chat, you'll get a link to all the visual aids, and the third one is the Gems Visual Aid. And that helps give you some ideas for how to start thinking about gem expenses. The first thing I would strongly advise you to do, if you don't already have it yet, the Mage Hand familiar is 250 gems. Get it! Don't sleep on that one. It's one of the cheapest things you can get in the game. An incredible value for a familiar for 250 gems. My god. That should be a day one pickup, the Mage Hand. And then, beyond that, I mean, it depends on, like, what your gear is like already, but that's what the visual aid talks about. So I hope that helps you. Oh, let's check up on my Steam account. Hey! We got Gosrick's achievement, apparently. Have Gosrick reduce an enemy's armor with 15 concurrent stacks of armor ablation. Nice. Okay, so that's going well. Let's go back to stage 540. This stone juggernaut. Aw, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I don't need speed or gold find people anymore. So all the speed people, go away. Go away. Go away, go away, go away, go away, speed people. Go away, speed people. Give me an Iraq. Okay. Level up Narak. Okay. So we got Gosrick, we got Narak. Gosrick, how's that armor ablation looking, buddy? 71.95% for 287.8 seconds. Beautiful! Okay, now let's just get some tanks out here for health share. We just want to keep people alive, really. I just want to keep people alive so that Gosrick has plenty of time. To set up that armor ablation. That's probably fine. I don't want to be, like, too strong and just destroy the stone juggernaut. Okay, but I do need the little enemies gone. So, let's see. Give me small fire breath. No, of course that's not enough. What am I doing? Okay, give me... Let's get Whittle out here. No! Stop it! No! Alright, fine. And Deacon, sure. I at least need enough that I can kill off the little guys. Okay, Rust, you get to come back out. No? Okay, not enough. Shandy. There we go. Okay, now, let's watch the armor ablation. Nope, nope, stop, stop, everybody stop. You're hitting it too much. Ah, see? You can only see it when the red number goes away. But it was fully stacked up there. Unfortunately, the Stone Juggernaut is very, very strong. So it was then also killing us. Okay, let's get rid of the little guys. What? Okay. I think, y'all, I think I broke it. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. And that's a great note to end on, everyone. So, hey, thanks for joining me for this episode of Mars Guiding Hand. I hope to see you all again next time. Check out all the other awesome shows that we have right here on the CD Games Twitch channel, like Griddle Champions coming up next. You can tell Sean how I broke the game. Oh, there he is. Hey, Sean, I broke it again. My Gosrick armor ablation is too strong. It's too strong. Anyway, follow Idle Tapes social media wherever you can find us. I'm on Twitter at Ryan Blake Hall, but please call me Mars, my preference. Thank you, Codename Entertainment. Thank you, Jordan, for moderating, producing, and catching questions for me today. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I've had fun. I hope you did, too. And I'll see you again next time, which will be Tuesday. So, until then, wherever you are in the multiverse, be safe, be kind, shred that armor, and look sharp. Bye! Oh, that's great.